If your iPhone 11 battery is no longer working or your battery capacity has lowered, this guide will show you how to fit a new battery to your iPhone and restore it to its like-new performance. We also have a written version of this guide available on our guide site, which is linked in the description below. Before starting this repair, discharge your iPhone battery below 25%, as accidentally puncturing a charged battery can cause it to catch fire or explode. Start by turning your iPhone off. It's worth noting that all of the tools we've used in this guide are linked below. Remove both of the pentalobe screws at the bottom of your iPhone. We'll be opening the iPhone's display in the next step, and this will compromise its waterproof seals. Make sure you have replacement seals ready before continuing with this guide. Next, you'll need to heat the iPhone screen to soften its adhesive. We're using the Forward FW360 heater to do this, but you can also use a heat mat or a hairdryer as an alternative. Apply a suction cup to the bottom edge of your screen and pull the suction cup away from the phone. This will create a small gap. Use a pry tool or plastic card and pry the bottom of the edge of the phone open, and then continue around the left and right side. Just be careful not to insert your prying tool too far into the phone. A few millimeters will be enough. You risk damaging the cables connecting the screen if you insert the pry tool too far. If you're struggling to create the gap, it might be due to the phone having cooled down. Try heating the phone up and try again. Once most of your screen has come loose, remove your suction cup, and with a small amount of force, the screen should come free from the adhesive and your phone should open like a book. Next, you'll be removing the battery connector bracket and the logic board cover bracket. First, remove the three 1.1mm screws from the battery connector bracket using a tri-point screwdriver. Remove the bracket and, using a spudger or something similar, disconnect the battery connector from its socket on the motherboard. Using a tri-point screwdriver, remove the 5 1.1mm screws securing the logic board cover bracket and remove the bracket. Disconnect the LCD panel cable connector and digitizer connector using a spudger or something similar. Lastly, disconnect the front panel sensor assembly connector and remove the display assembly. The battery is secured to the case with 6 stretch release adhesives. You'll need to remove these in order to remove the battery. You'll need to use tweezers to slowly pull the adhesive out from under the battery, being careful not to jab the battery with any sharp tools. Apply enough tension for the adhesive to begin unsticking, but don't pull too hard that it rips. For the best grip on the adhesive, keep twisting the adhesive onto the tweezers. That way the pressure you're applying will remain consistent and even across the adhesive. If any of the adhesive strip breaks off underneath the battery and can't be retrieved, try to remove the other strips. Be careful not to fling the battery from the iPhone as the final adhesive strip comes out. Once all of the strips have been removed, remove the battery and apply IPA to a clean cloth and wipe down the inside of the phone. Next, you'll need to fit a new battery. Please note that if you're using a standard aftermarket battery, you may get a non-genuine battery message pop up and you may lose your battery health information. To fit a new battery, you'll need to apply new adhesive strips to your new battery. Remove the 2 protective liners from the adhesive, and once the adhesive is exposed, be careful not to get it dusty or dirty. Grab your new adhesives and slowly stick them down to the back side of the battery, making sure the 2 shorter strips are nearest to the battery connector flex. Once they're in place, firmly press the adhesive strips into place and then fold the 6 black tabs into place. Now peel the final large liner to expose the adhesives and lower the battery into the phone, then firmly press the top and bottom of the battery into place. Make sure that when you reconnect your screen, you connect the screen's flexes first and you connect the battery's flex last. Once you've turned your phone on with your new battery fitted, you may get an error message warning about the genuineness of the battery, even if you're using an original Apple part. If your iPhone is functioning normally, you can safely ignore the warning. To get the most out of your new battery, you'll need to calibrate it by charging it to 100% and continue charging it for a further 2 hours. Then use your iPhone until it turns off due to low battery, then charge it to 100%.